Mr. Fahey invited me to talk to you guys. I understand most of you want to be trainers or somehow work with the human body, move or teach others to move. Is that about right? Awesome, awesome. So really quick, introducing myself. About 12 years ago, I immigrated to the US, and 12 years ago I did not speak English, and now I kind of do a little bit. I speak 5 languages. I own a fitness studio. I'm a best-selling author, so there's a book called Stay Sore on Amazon. It's a mindset book that I wrote that kind of depicts the story of me starting a business, immigrating, and stuff like that. Recently, I started a supplement line, so I have a supplement line, and I have a podcast. I do a few things. I work about 25 hours a day, about 8 days a week. Most of it is personal training, helping people with moving, getting better, recovering from surgeries, diseases, injuries, all that kind of stuff through movement, activity, physical stuff. So that's me, father, husband, and I do a little bit of speaking here and there, like here. And that's pretty much me. Today's goal is to make you move, then talk about the movement, and then make you create movement. You'll see what I mean by that. So we're going to learn how to design workouts. If you call yourself a professional, you want to have a reason for the things you do. Otherwise, you can't call yourself a professional. Now, the reasons don't always have to be 100% correct, but you have to have a reason. I would rather have you have a reason and think about it than be 100% right all the time, if that makes sense. I know that you think and come up with something and not just throw exercises out. So to me, to trainers that work in my fitness studio, very important to me if you have a reason. It doesn't have to be the right reason, but at least I know you put thought into it. So I'm gonna make you work out. Any injuries, surgeries, diseases, anything I need to know about before you start working out? Anything hurting, aching, pulling? That's awesome. I don't have that often where nobody says anything. Okay, is everyone ready to move? Are you excited? I'll explain the workout in a second. If you have questions, something hurts, something pulls, wake me over, ask me a question. Don't work through pain. Work through the burn, but not through pain. Any idea why we do it twice? The first one tells the muscle to relax. The second one lets it go a little deeper. That's launching the hips, a little wider stance, big circle. All right, feet together, soft knees, hands on your knees, big circle. Warming up ligaments and tendons, perfect. Feet are standing on the floor, feet are on the floor, heels on the floor, opposite direction. You have kind of 2 exercises. Pick a pair of dumbbells, you can get a different weight if this doesn't work for you. Somebody here did too many push-ups last time, or last today, right? So just be careful, be smart about it. Here's what you do. You do a push-up, renegade row, back to the push-up. When you do the renegade row, try not to twist. Keep it straight and parallel over the floor without twisting too much, engaging the core. If that doesn't work, you just go from the knees, okay? Okay, next station. You're gonna have to be able to count to 10. I hope you're good with that. You do 10 deadlifts with a straight back, trying to feel your hamstrings, so not squatting, deadlifting. A little bend in your knees, a lot of hinging. After 10 deadlifts, you do 10 squats, back to 10 deadlifts until the time is over. Deal? Lateral steps. One leg's always on top. Hop over, hop back. Pull it all the way to your chest, touch the floor with the other arm. Pull it up to your chest. And then there's going to be an imaginative station. Just walk around, do walking lunges. Wherever you want to go, just keep walking, lunging. Deal? 2 per station. Pick a station. All right, we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 45 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Thank you. So just rotating clockwise. 45 seconds. work. Let's get some water, sit down, and then we'll talk about it. Everything we did kind of sort of had a reason for the movements, and that's what I wanted to talk about. In reality, all these millions of movements break down in about 5 to 6 human movements that the body can do. Everything else is kind of fitting into those 5 or 6 movements. So, push. Any idea what the push is? Can you show me or explain to me what a push is?
Like a push-up.
The push-up, right? Push overhead, vertically push in front of you like a bench press, a push-up, horizontal push. A pull, what is a pull? When you were doing the renegade row, I told you don't twist, keep it tight. So your body wants to fall into rotation. With your core strength, with your stabilizers, you hold your body to not let it twist. How about the lunges? You don't counter rotate. If you don't stabilize, you fall over on one leg, correct? So when you step, you want to fall over. It's like a bicycle, a 2-point stability exercise, but your body doesn't fall over. Why not? Because your stability muscles, your core, tries to keep you upright, counter rotations. And now I'm going to have you guys create a workout. I need you to split up into about probably 3 groups. You pick one piece of equipment in this room, and with that one piece of equipment, I need you to create a workout for an imaginative client that includes 5 or 6 of these. At least 5, hopefully 6. Okay? What are we accomplishing with this as far as the movement?
Rotation.
Rotation, okay. All right. Smart idea. Smart.
I like deadlift. I mean, we can only use one thing, but like deadlift more.
Okay. I would call it a chest press because you're not benching the bench. Okay, good. So that's I'm assuming that's the pulling. The reason why I said only one piece of equipment, from what I understand, most of you are going to be or want to be trainers or somehow work in this kind of field. When I first started, imagine prime time, 5 p.m., you have a client. The gym is packed. Everyone's waiting to use a machine or a piece of equipment. All this is why it's so important to be able to be creative, come up with a smooth transition with one piece of equipment and one little small piece of land. Does that make sense? So just be creative, and then it's much easier. You don't have to think super 6 movements means 6 exercises. You can think, how can I move it all into one smooth transitional movement? Because in real life, we're not doing just this. In real life, we move around, pick things up, play with kids, hopefully, right? Yes, all you need to work out is willpower and gravity. That's all you need, and you can have a good workout. I just wanted you to have a real-life experience and a real-life scenario where you could use that. And why it's so important to be creative as far as having only one piece of equipment. Because that was a big challenge for me when I first started. I thought knowing anatomy is all I need to train people. Turns out you need to be a salesperson, a marketing person, psychologist, therapist for most of my clients. There's so much more to it than just training. You have to learn that before you even think about starting a facility, I think. Don't try to open a gym or do a personal company immediately, because there's so many things you don't even know you need to know. We get at least 1 year with a big company that is established, where you have systems in place. They teach you how to do follow-up calls, emails. If you don't sell people, you don't have anyone to train. So it sounds a little shady, but it's kind of true. You have to be able to market yourself to recruit clients, and then you get paid. Whatever your marketing style, I actually do text message workouts where I have a few clients that work out from home, and then every morning, like 3 times a week in the morning, they get a text message with the workout. They prefer that versus email, so they have it on their phone, they set it down, and they work out and look at the phone.
It's a lot of prep.
What?
That'd be a pain in the butt, prep time, getting all that going for everybody.
Yes and no. You prep it once, and then it's done. And then you can reuse it and slightly modify it for each client. And the more you do that, the more times you modify it. Okay, somebody has a shoulder issue, I have to modify it. There's a lot of people with shoulder issues, and you're ready. You have that program down. Before I go really quick, if you want to get in touch with me, the best thing to do is go on Instagram. I need followers. Everyone needs followers. So that's my personal one. Feel free to go on there. The business, if you want to check out my studio, spell this right? Yeah. So this is my personal Instagram. This is the business. Also, if you go on YouTube, I have a YouTube channel. Feel free to subscribe. Stay Sore. It's also a podcast. All major podcast platforms like your iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcast, everything. Find Stay Sore. If you go on Amazon, type in Stay Sore, you'll find my book, which was a bestseller in 2019.